This is the summary created from the video. Lecture 47 Demonstration-XVIII. Combo box is a component similar to the checkbox group in AWT, allowing the user to select an item from a list of options. This example illustrates how to define and create a combo box within a frame titled ComBox example. An array of strings, such as India and Australia, is defined to serve as the items for the combo box. The combo box is then created by passing this list of strings, although items can also be added separately. Finally, the location, size, and other settings of the combo box are configured before adding it to the frame. The table showcases how tables in Java Swing can be used to store data in a row and column format, similar to a 2D array with headers. In this example, a table structure with 3 columns id, name, and salary is created and populated with 3 sample rows of data. A table instance is then created from this 2D data array and an array of column names, sized using setbounds and wrapped in a JScroll pane for scrollability. The output displays the table with columns and rows populated from the provided 2D array data. A list is a component that displays a collection of items, which can be added either one by one or as an array. In this example, a frame is created first and then a list object is initialized using a list model. Items are added to the list using the addElement method, creating a list with those items. The list object is then added to the frame, and the usual GUI setup is performed, such as setting the bounds, layout, and visibility. Users can make single or multiple selections in the list using the mouse and the control key. Option pane is a fixed-size dialog box used to display messages, errors, or prompts in GUI applications. It can be created using the option pane class and the showMessageDialog method, which takes arguments such as the message dialog type and parent frame. Option pane is often used to display progress updates, error messages, or prompts during program execution. Menus are an essential component of GUI applications, consisting of a menu bar that displays a list of menus and their corresponding menu items. In this example, the creation of a menu bar, menus, submenus, and menu items is demonstrated. GMenu and GMenuTim objects are used to create menus and menu items respectively. Menu items are added to menus, and then those menus are added to the menu bar. Multiple menus can be added to the menu bar, just like in other applications. In addition to the main menu bar, applications can also include pop-up menus that appear on click events. The JPop-up menu class is used to create these pop-up menus, which are not visible until clicked. This example shows how to create a JPop-up menu instance and add GMenuTims for common actions like cut, copy, and paste. A mouse listener is registered to show the pop-up menu on a click event by calling the show method. Checkbox menu items can also be used in menus to provide toggling options. This example demonstrates how to create a menu item with a checkbox and handle its functionality. The menu item includes 2 options, open, and a second option with a checkbox named value 2. Handling events is crucial for proper functioning, and the frame class includes methods like setDefaultClose operation. The GMenu bar, GMenu, and checkbox menuTim classes are used to create the menu bar menu and checkbox menu item respectively. An action listener is implemented to handle different events, such as button selection and updating the UI accordingly. The JProgress bar component is used to visualize progress dynamically. In this example, a JProgress bar object is created, and its range and size are set with an initial value of 0. The progress bar is then incorporated into a JFrame, and the layout configuration is handled. An iterate function is defined to update the progress bar value in a loop, with the speed of progress update controlled by a delay value within the loop. This example demonstrates how to create a directory structure using Java Swing, with expandable nodes representing folders or items. The root node style has 2 subnodes, color and pond. The color node further expands into individual colors like red, blue, and so on. The process involves creating tree nodes, adding child nodes to the color node, and then adding the color and pond nodes to the style root node. Finally, JTree is created by passing the style root node, and this tree is added to a dream with the appropriate properties set for display. The text explains how to use a color chooser component in a Java Swing GUI. It demonstrates creating a button that triggers a color chooser dialog box when clicked. The chosen color can then be set as the background color of the frame or any other component. The color chooser offers different color modes, such as RGB and HSB, for selecting the desired color. The provided code showcases the implementation of the color chooser component in a Java Swing application. A tabed pane allows for organizing content into multiple tabs, with each tab containing its own separate content. In this example, a tabed pane with 3 tabs main, visit, and help is created. For each tab, a separate panel is created. P1 for the main tab, P2 for the visit tab, and P3 for the help tab. Text areas or other components can be added to these panels as desired content. Finally, these panels are added to the tabed pane, which is then added to the application frame. The slider component allows for creating a slider with either a vertical or horizontal orientation, featuring a button that can be dragged along the slider line. This example shows a slider named Slider with a horizontal orientation. The first value 0 represents the minimum value of the slider range, while the second value 50 represents the maximum value. The third value 25 is the default position of the slider within the 0-50 range. As the slider is dragged, the current value corresponding to its position on the slider is displayed. This summary video covered various components of the Java Swing GUI toolkit. The color chooser allows users to select colors via dialog box, which can be used to set the background color or color other elements. Tabed pane organizes content into multiple tabs for easy navigation. Slider enables users to drag a value within a set range, instantly updating the UI with the current value. Tree illustrates directory hierarchies with expandable and collapsible nodes. Progress bar provides a visual representation of dynamic progress with a customizable range and speed. Finally, pop-up menu and submenus offer context-specific actions that appear on demand. Please stay tuned for more summary videos.